getting a call here for this little tiny walk-in box saying it's not cold enough. We're going to dig into this thing. We'll see what's going on here. The old master build. Okay, so I went ahead and turned this thing off and it's pumped down, and I'm just going to go ahead and clean the coil up first before we get cracking too deep into this thing. Going to I'm going to take this fan guard off and clean it, and then I'm going to clean out the back of the coil with some coil cleaner too. We'll get this cleaned up, we'll get the condenser cleaned up, and then we'll get digging into this thing. Get your nut driver. Get her all torqued out. There it is. And that's the inside of the coil. I always like to get the dirt off the fan blades. We'll get it all cleaned up. Alright. We got the coil cleaner going. The back of the coil. Getting her all cleaned up. We got she's getting all good, no rinse coil cleaner. Team Master built today. And we got our H.V.A.C 404A solenoid valve. Put the thermostat at the back of the box. That's nice. And we do got a tap here so we can gauge up on it to check our superheat later. Alright, let's go take a look at the condensing unit and get that coil all cleaned up. Okay. So here's our condensing unit up here, and we'll get up here and get her cleaned up. We'll take a look at the coil on this guy. There's a little 404A. Let's see if we can get that focused in. Maybe. Decent ventilation for the intake. There's the coil. Get her cleaned up here. That's her fan motor. Yeah, probably left over from when they gauged up on it. Wash that coil out. That's the pump sprayer I use. Thing works really well. So you get the coil super clean. As with taking my light, looking through the coil. So she's all nice and clean now. We can get this thing up and running and see why it's not cooling. Okay, get the fan blade all cleaned up. It's back on. I'm going to put the fan guard back on right now. Then we're going to get this thing fired up and find out why it's not cooling. Alright, here we go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing back on. Okay, just turned it back on. It's getting cooling down. I'm gonna wait till it gets closer to set point to gauge up on it here and check superheat. Yeah, we can gauge up right here on the outlet of the evaporator coil. This is a nice job today. Got little racks to hold your tools. Those ones are always nice when you get these jobs. Okay, so we just turned the unit back on. It's up and running. Looks good. Starting so far. It's got a clear sight glass. So I'm going to let it run, get closer to set point, and check the superheat on the inside. Okay, my box temp right now is 44.2 degrees. Running R404A. At 8.7, 8.5 degrees superheat. 62.7 PSI on my section. And for me, that superheat's fine with me. I always run them between 8 to 12 degrees superheat. And if I can keep it within between 8 and 12 degrees, I'm good. We'll see if this thing will stay if it's not. I did notice one thing up here, whoever installed the box, there's only one strap on the bulb here. And I'm going to get another strap on there. I don't have a strap for that spoiling, so I used a tie wrap. It only had one strap on there. Whoever did the install, because it's a tight spot back there. So got another strap on the bulb, and it's nice and tight now. We're holding at our 9 degrees superheat. You strap that down, and it made some adjustments. So. See how that goes as we pull on down. 43 degrees. Let's see if she'll stable out here at a 9 degree superheat. We'll see. Okay, so I did go ahead and adjust the valve a bit after it settled down. I got it to a 10 degree superheat. Is about, let's see where we're at now, 42 degrees, pulling down. Okay, we'll see, there we go. Let's see where she settles down at here. So what I got here is I got the probe. I already got the testos plugged in so you can use it as a thermometer. So that's 33 degrees coming out of my coil. I got my probe back here, which is almost in the return air. Got 41. You can do the math there. 8 degree TD. If I put it behind the coil, I don't know if it'll be a little bit warmer or not. We can try that. 32.7 degrees. It'd be a 9 degree TD right there, so I'm stoked. I'm gonna let the box pull down and see where the thermostat cycles off at. Alright, that's the end of that one.